Anything goes in Nigerian
football.
They won't present any team. Yobe State, because of security concerns, they didn't play a Federation Cup last season. They didn't present any
team. And what we have going on right now in River State is totally unacceptable.
They won't present any team. The NFF should come out and announce that this River State will not present any team. Every result involving any of their games has been cancelled. And their FA must be questioned.
Well, we have spoken. We will continue to highlight all that is wrong around what is going on in River State. Games being played without referees. Game being officiated by coaches. No security. Somebody just walked onto the pitch, picked up the ball and said, game over. Wow.
That's the FIFA standard.
That's a new record that we're setting in Nigerian football. Anyway, let's bring you into all that we've been speaking about since the beginning of the show via our feedback platforms. Talk to us. A lot of your comments are already coming through because a lot of people are reacting in different ways. The humiliation of Barcelona by Bayern at the Nou Camp is setting a new all-time record. 7 goals to Bayern over 2 legs, none yet to Barcelona, and it looks like even more can still be scored.
No, I think it's
amazing.
They might have shift sword for now.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
But talk to us using those platforms that you can see on your screen, and let's see how much we'll be able to take of your comments as we go on Sports Tonight. So we'll go on a break. This time, bring you the story of Real Madrid. They came so close, wasted plenty of opportunities. Could have scored 3 in the first 15 minutes. It didn't happen, but they scored 2 late in the game. It was a little too late. Dortmund are through to the final, and they will be meeting Bayern at the Wembley. All right? So let's bring you highlights of Real against Dortmund and come back for more on Sports Tonight.
If the opening exchanges in the first half belonged to Real, it was the visitors who dominated following the restart. Lewandowski continued to threaten and again showed why he's so highly rated in Europe. His first effort was rushed, but his second was superb, hitting the underside of the bar, having beaten Diego Lopez. Replay showed the officials were spot on with the ball not crossing the line. Needing a breakthrough, boss Jose Mourinho rolled the dice and swapped the...
All right. Well, we'll take the extended highlights of that game, Dumnodi, and of course, allow you to see how they wasted chances. They could have scored early in the game. For a team of Madrid's quality, you felt that they could have done better on the night.
That's the danger of anxiety, because you need to score. When you are too anxious, some of those chances you just blow them. That's what it means. You are not settled because you need to score. You are under pressure. Bayern, Dortmund had their own chances too, but we expected the pressure is more on Real Madrid than on Borussia Dortmund. So you see some of those chances that Cristiano Ronaldo could have buried. Higuain, and you see them hitting the bar, playing, taking the ball to side net and others.
And they came to
but I mean they came in too late. But it could have been a dramatic football
if they had
chances in the first half. That could have pulled down
the morale of Dortmund. Maybe. So let's see if we can get to those highlights now, and then we'll continue with the rest of Sports Tonight. Sorry for the mix-up. We can't just get those highlights for you. But let's talk about the game that's going on Dumnodi and see what is happening around the game. Full time now.
It's over.
It's all over. The game is all over. So it was over 2 legs. Bayern getting almost the same kind of result against Barcelona. First leg was 4-0. Second leg 3-0. The difference is the same, as they say.
This was a team that...
I mean, it just shows that Bayern... I mean...
They intend to win the Champions League. They
want to make up for what happened last year.
Because last year was a shock. They played at home. They scored first. They had a penalty. They blew up a penalty in regulation time. They had the regular penalties. They had an advantage. They blew that up. I think for Chelsea last season, they should look at this. Last season was our
Chelsea were destined to win it last season.
Because this is
and it's been destined that we are going to be having all German final on English soil. And, how ironic. English will never have wanted this.
And we never had this before. I think this is the first time because we have all
German final. German classic.
And you are talking of 2 teams in the Bundesliga. First, defending champions of the Bundesliga and second. Last season Champions League is second. So I think it's going to be a very close one. I hope the English will give them the privilege of give us the privilege of enjoying this final. To come to the stadium to watch two German clubs play in the final. After we had two English teams in 2008 playing in the final in Russia.
All right, so that's it. Bayern have done it. It was at the end of the day mission impossible for Barcelona. In fact, mission impossible is even being mild.
The moment
it was a case of being demolished on home soil for Barcelona. It's simply unbelievable. But very quickly for Barcelona, what does this mean? End of an era. I mean, try to ship out some players, get new ones, and start all over again.
It's a cycle. Sometimes, sometimes
they lost in semi-final last year. They lost in semi-final again. This one is even more humiliating.
They are the same. They have the same class with Real Madrid, because if you look at the two Spanish,
Real Madrid can even still beat their chest and said ours was respectable. We fought, we went down fighting.
Well, you know what this is it. Barcelona had a title in the bag. Real Madrid had a final. They have a game against Atletico Madrid. So it's not likely they're going to win that one.
Everybody will go home with one trophy.
But Barcelona has one in the kitty already. But Real Madrid have to.
But with the way they are going, we thought they were going to wrap up the La Liga last weekend.
But Real Madrid happened. It delayed it. But they still just need to.
They play the draw. They have won the game, maybe.
But they still have another opportunity of playing. They are playing at home.
With the way they are playing now, do you think they say?
I think the next team will not suffer the backlash because we know what it means.
That was what we said when they lost 4-0 to Bayern. That the next game they are going to play, the team will suffer the backlash. But the team came, got a draw. Do you still have any victory left in Barcelona? Because clearly, no Messi. Barcelona will refuse to play. Messi is not 100% fit. He was on the bench for this game, and they are struggling to get goals. How could you have lost against Milan? We said it was a mistake. They played the entire game at the San Siro without any shots on goal. So it looks like, and when you look at the setup of Barcelona, the coaches, Tito Villanova has been in and out of hospital. Some of their key players have been in and out. Fitness problems. Looks like Barcelona now beginning to show plenty of weaknesses.
Yes, let's say of weaknesses, because this is almost the same set of players that has been doing that since 2009. Is it 2009 where they won the Champions League over close to 4 seasons? Same set of players. They've been playing. They play for their club, play for their country. And sometimes in football, when you play consistently, you're always playing football. At one point, you begin to wear out, and that's what is affecting Barcelona. I think it's more or less of fatigue, because they played a lot of games, and expectations again comes in, a weight of expectation. Barcelona wants to play today. Even if they are playing Challenge United, everybody wants to expect Barcelona to hammer, but because of the expectation, they won't meet up. At the end of the day, it puts them under pressure, and this is what they are suffering. Of course, the arrangement, the way Guardiola left them last season was too shocking, too sudden. They never expected that to have happened.
They've not made the transition from the Guardiola
era to Villanova. Maybe you have to come up with a new system in place, like what Guardiola.
Or is it the case that people have studied Barcelona so much that they can?
There was a Rijkaard era.
Yeah.
But when Rijkaard left, Guardiola came. He changed the entire structure. The player will have to leave.
Younger players.
So Villanova should do that, because this is the moment. This is the moment he has to do that. He has to allow some players.
Who are the players? The Javis of this world, Iniesta. Those have been in the engine room.
We didn't allow Javi because Javi is a product of the Barcelona system. We allow Pogba to go. It's a product of the Barcelona system. It's Iniesta. These are players who are top Spanish players. We didn't allow them to go. I think you have to work within the Barcelona tradition. How do you shift these guys out of the tradition? How will they bring in new players to fit into the arrangement? Villanova will have to answer this question, and he has to do that probably when he wins the La Liga, he has to look at where he can do that restructuring so that Barcelona will bounce back to reckoning as they are used to.
All right. Let's read some of your comments that we have on Twitter. At Blue Connect, it's interesting to see how fans can switch so quickly. We're all full of praises for Barcelona a couple of weeks back, but now it's all the opposite. At Blue Connect says Barca is a disgrace to Spanish football. This is the end of Barca in European football. They refuse buying a coach and won't sell their old legs. That's coming from at Blue Connect. Well, just a couple of weeks ago, when they overturned the 2-0 deficit against Milan, we were full of praises record-breaking Barcelona side. They've done what no club has ever done before. Now people are saying this is the worst that you can ever.
The time they won in 2011, when they beat who they beat in the final, they beat the Manchester United in the final.
They
were a very wonderful team.
Yeah,
this is the brilliant
best Barcelona